Hello, 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 my beautiful mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea, my fellow Pisces. This is our general Pisces daily vibe message from our guides for the weekend. That's March the 28th, Saturday, and the 29th on Sunday. So let's see what we have here for our weekend reading. Coming in with the first card, we've got the Magician, followed by the Six of Swords. We now have the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the, excuse me, followed by the Queen of Pentacles. Coming in next, we have the beautiful Knight of Cups, followed by the Three of Wands. We have the Devil coming in with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what we have here for this weekend. Well, first of all, our first card that we've got is disharmony, and it says the mismatch of different perspectives, ideas, or actions, conflict between people, ideas, or elements. So you might be rubbing elbows with somebody who may not be on the same page as you. The two of you might have a bit of a disagreement. There could be a little bit of an argument here. It's important to sit down and listen, be a good listener. Listen to the other side of the story and weigh your options and your motives as you move ahead. This is a card because you're moving into the next, the card Peace comes in as well. So I think that you're going to be, you might be dragged into somebody else's drama. I always tell you that's their way of validating their behavior. So pick and choose your battles wisely. You don't have to get drawn into other people's problems. But there could be a difference of ideas, difference of opinions here this weekend with somebody. So try to just breathe, take yourself to center, and, try to be a little bit more tolerant, patient, and maybe even compassionate with the situation. Now, the Six of Swords comes in, and the Magician. And the Six of Swords says you're on your way in a new direction. You're moving away from troubled waters and going to calmer shores. You don't want to be involved in any disharmony. You don't want to be involved in anything that isn't bringing you the rewards or the return for your efforts that you're putting into it. This is a card that says you're off on a new direction, and you're only going to take those who truly do get along with you, who support you and love you on this next leg of the journey. So you're leaving something behind that wasn't really, you weren't seeing the satisfaction in it, and you're moving in a new direction. There's still going to be a few little challenges and speed bumps along the way, but nothing like what you're leaving behind. The Magician says the universe has sent you all the resources that you need to move forward and to look beyond the end of our noses to see these options and to see these things that we have here. The universe has got our back, and the universe is saying, come on, you've got what you need, just grab a hold of it. Do it. Go for it. Carpe diem. Seize the moment. Jump into it. You are the great manifester, Pisces. You have that ability to manifest and, bring things into fruition. But a little bit of effort is going to speed this up. Coming in next, we have the card Obstacle. And she's waiting to go through this gate, and the gate's locked. And it says a situation that makes it difficult or prevents something from happening. So there could be a situation around you. Maybe there are things that you want to do, but they're not falling in line today. And often I look at that as divine intervention. We may get disappointed. Maybe the dates or some events getting changed you had your heart set on to do today, or somebody canceled a commitment they made to you, or whatever the case is. Look at it this way. I always say rejection is God's redirection or protection. But also, this is a card that says you may be sitting there strategizing, okay, so there's an obstacle. How am I going to get around it? How am I going to navigate through it? And sitting there and strategizing it and thinking about it possibly will allow you to do this. But if something is completely over and stopped and blocked, and it's not meant to be. Okay, so let's see what we have coming in with that. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So look at this. There may have been an obstacle and an opportunity you really wanted and it didn't work out. But look what the universe sent you. It said the grass is greener on this side of the gate. You could be getting an offer here, an opportunity that you need to adjust your sails to. But seriously think about and look into. When something falls away, something new steps in its place, right? So this is an opportunity to grasp onto something that's coming your way. This could be a replacement, something new, something that was meant to be, rather than this obstacle that stopped you in your tracks. This often has to do with career. You could be changing jobs, signing contracts, opening your own business, getting a job, new job description, a raise, anything like that. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles says, yes, what you're putting your hands to now will come to harvest. She's got a green thumb. She has that ability to do that. But she sits there cool, calm, and collected, and very patient. She's not in a big hurry to wait for her progress to show its face, because she knows it's going to take time. I always say to you, it's worth the wait. The effort that you put into something will be worth the wait. She also is excellent with her family, with children, with pets, with nature. You could be getting involved with any of those situations this weekend. Coming in next, we have the Peace card. Harmony, order, calmness, and serenity. So overcoming the obstacles, overcoming the disharmony, and wanting only but peace. We are not confrontational as the elusive fish. We don't like getting involved in that. We'll swim away quickly to avoid it at all costs. However, sometimes we have to come out and be the shark when we're being backed up and pushed into it and forced into it. But this card says you're not going to do that. This weekend, you want nothing more but peace and harmony. You'll walk away and move on in a new direction and change course to navigate away and around this obstacle of disharmony. So peace coming in, you're going to see more calmness, and you're going to see some serenity. Coming in with that, you have the Three of Wands and the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a beautiful card. Somebody could be coming in to sweep you off your feet. You could fall madly in love with them, or with a beautiful idea they bring to the table for you to consider. This is also somebody who could be saying, hey, I need a date. I'm going to a wedding or engagement party or something like that. And they may want to give you an invitation to go with them. But they could just be bringing something that you're absolutely going to love. The Three of Wands says you've come into your own. You have already seen some increments of success and happiness in situations, but you're standing there waiting for the next ship to come in, and you can't do that. With this card, I always say you have to get going to keep going, to bring in that good karma, to bring in more success, to bring in that next ship of success. Don't stand on the shore and just dream too long, because Pisces, we are dreamers. The risk-taking card comes in at the end. And this is attack, go ahead, glory favors the brave. Okay, so there might be something that might have a little bit of risk attached to it, but weigh your risks. If they're just a little risk, or it's because it's something new you might not have done before, or a new relationship that steps in, somebody new that you thought you might not get involved in, you're going to do it. You're going to take a little bit of risk today and this weekend. You're moving forward, and you need to go out there. And as I had said before, carpe diem, seize a moment, go after it, Pisces, be brave, okay? Go ahead. With that, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and you have the Devil. The Devil is all about making mindful and wise decisions and choices here. Anything that's been holding you back, kept you, dangling like a puppet for a while, you're going to untether those ropes and snip those chains. This is a card that says it is a card of addictions or repeating bad habits and addictive behavior. You're going to let go of, unrealistic ideas that aren't tangible. We are dreamers, and we dream big, but unless we realize they're tangible, they're not going to come our way. So we have to be mindful of that and realistic. But also, maybe you're just thinking about eating healthier, doing more exercise, letting go of a toxic relationship or an unfulfilling job or group you've got involved in, or a project. This card says you're making wise decisions to let go of those things and move forward in a healthier direction. The Nine of Pentacles says you're walking, or you will be walking, in your garden of abundance. Just keep your eyes open. Remove the hood. See things clearly. There's a lot of options and opportunities here when you go into this garden. Don't just pick from one tree. Pick from all of them. Be open-minded to new things that are coming in. This card says also, go out and buy yourself some little luxury item that you deserve. You've got it now to do that. Coming in next with your angel card number, we've got 1144, and it says mood swings. And it works out to a 10. A 10 breaks down into a 1. This says respect, family, constructive outlook, and quality. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. So the mood is changing, okay? But there could have been some mood swings here that cause this disharmony and a little bit of arguments and disagreements. But now things are shifting. Things are getting better. Things are going to look up. You're going to see things more peaceful and happy as you move through this weekend. All right, let's see what else we have here in addition to these cards. Spirit and guides. What do we need to see, know, and expect? Okay. Our first card coming in is confidence, followed by reconciliation, followed by healing, followed by change. Of course, we always have change. And look what we have on the bottom, success. We'll take it. So there could be some reconciliation. If there's been a little bit of a disagreement here with somebody, I think you'll work it out. You ultimately want peace at the end of the day. You know, you realize that you can heal through a situation as well, but still leave it behind, okay? Change is coming in here. This is, you know, there's mood swings here. There's change coming in here. You're about to move on in a new direction. This is a card that says there's new opportunities presenting themselves, and you're changing things for a healthier future for yourself. Success is imminent, my friends. Well, my beautiful fellow Pisces, my mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful weekend. Always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon, my beautiful fellow Pisces.